As an ex-COO of an eight-figure D2C agency, here are four reasons why I prefer agency full-time employees versus contractors. Number one, typically contractors are going to work on their own schedule and they're not going to work on your client's schedule. And this is going to increase delivery lead times, usually by days or weeks and not hours. And the end result is that whatever service you're selling is going to suffer because revisions are going to increase and errors are going to increase because of the time delay. And this is going to cause clients to churn. The second reason is because typically contractors are not onboarded as full-time employees, meaning they have an incomplete onboarding experience. So even if they're a better skilled contractor at the service you're selling, they might not be as effective because of the poor training on how your specific process works. Because email at one agency is a completely different process from email at another agency. Every agency has different processes. And to add to that, the contractors are also not usually privy to all the internal meetings between the team members, as well as client meetings that full-time employees are. And this means that things are going to get lost in translation. There's going to be more errors and revisions, and clients are going to churn. Third reason is typically the contractors are going to have very little incentive to improve their work process. So they're going to come in and they're going to do their work, but they're not incentivized to make your business better. So you as a founder or whoever is managing the contractors must take on that role 100%. And that's a lot. And usually the best people for process improvement are people who are actually doing the work themselves. So you're eliminating a lot of that. And the fourth reason is not always true, but sometimes contractor pay incentives don't align with capacity increases. One of my favorite ways to increase the profitability of a service is to increase the team's capacity to do more work on that. And with a full-time employee, 100% of capacity gains go straight to your net profit. Meaning, if you're a 20% net agency and you increase capacity by 20% and you fill those spots, you've doubled your profits. So if you're compensating contractors on a per deliverable basis, which happens more than you would think, you're not going to get any of those gains and you're just going to be paying the contractor more. This is not to say that all contractor businesses are horrible and can't be successful, because I do know some that are, but I do think it's a much more challenging model than hiring full-time employees that have much more aligned incentives.